is up, guys? It is the Scarlet Duelist back again with yet another combo video that I'm confident calling pretty good. So as promised, this is the Red-Eyes Rokket combo video. I'm going to go through the combos little by little on Dueling Book here, and I'm not choosing the hand that I open with. I hate it when people do that, honestly. I know why people do that, because sometimes they want to show specific combos, but sometimes that triggers me because they're often showing you the only specific combo that the deck works with, which you see like 25% of the time. So here we are with just a random hand. We're going to play as far as we can get, and I will show you what you can end on turn one, assuming that you're not hand trapped, but it looks like we're safe for a little bit on this hand. So let's do this thing. All right, we're going to begin with Dragon Shrine, and we will send something. We'll send this first. Black Flare. You'll always send Black Flare first, just because it is the better card. But, you know, if you send a vanilla Red Eyes, not the biggest deal. Then we'll go ahead and send our Dark Worm. So we are starting with kind of like the ideal first move. Oh, that needs to go to the graveyard first. And then we will special summon our Dark Worm and search our donut, which is somewhere in this lovely mess. All right, and it's coming to hand. And there we are. We've already kind of reset our hand here. We've got the same amount. Then we are going to 1 for 1 because we have it. We're going to get as many special summons in as possible. So for just, let's be realistic, I would probably keep Called by the Grave, so I will go ahead and send Supreme King 0 Donut Guy to the graveyard. And then this will go to the graveyard. And then we'll special summon our level 1, which will be probably Guard Dragon Little Guy. There he is. Yeah, we'll special summon this. And now we're ready for our Romulus play, and we haven't even normal summoned. So we've actually gotten our ideal play, which is really nice. So Romulus is going to be special summoned and attack. It doesn't matter which side you go to. I just tend to start on the left just because that's what I've been used to. So this guy will go to the grave, and he will go to our extra deck face up. And then Romulus, of course, will search for our Dragon Ravine. And kablamo. All right. So here we are, and we actually don't even need Dragon Ravine yet, so we're just going to hang on to it. And we will special summon our Draco here, and normal summon Rocket Tracer. Now we didn't actually need its search effect, so we're not going to lock ourselves into Dark Monsters just for the sake of searching a Rocket card. It's just not necessary. So what we're going to do is go into our full Guard Dragon play here. So he'll go to the grave, and we'll bring out LP. And there he is. And then he will go to the grave, and we'll bring out Pisty. I think that as time goes on, I've learned to not just activate things just because you have them. So if you've got your play going, no need to overextend. Wait and see what happens, because you might need to use this later on. So now that we've got our Guard Dragons, I said that weird, didn't I? I said Guard Dragons. Oh, when you've got your Guard Dragons out. But when you have your Guard Dragons, you're ready to activate LP first. So we're going to bring out our little guy, Black Metal Dragon, because we're going to get to use him hopefully 3 times. So obviously, assuming no hand traps, Called by the Grave or not, we're making that assumption in the combo video. So then you're going to link off Black Metal and Romulus into Triple Burst, just to bring out that down arrow. And then we will activate Black Metal in the grave to search for Red-Eyes Darkness Metal. I don't know how this has survived the ban list, but it has. Next, we're going to activate Pisty to bring back our Black Metal Dragon, because it is not a once per turn. All right. So then we're going to link off Black Metal and Triple Burst into Agripane. And there you have it. And Black Metal will trigger again to search for now your Red-Eyes Fang with Chain, which is your disruption. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Okay. And we've got that. Sorry for the lag. I don't know why. It's probably I'm running a screen recorder and just doing this at the same time. So I apologize for that. It happens. Next, we're going to activate Agropane to bring back, or not bring back, to bring out an extra deck monster of your choice. In this scenario, it's really your call. You can bring out Vortex, or you can bring out Hot Red. Hot Red is better at defending against Dark Ruler no more, but obviously Vortex is good at stopping things like a Nibiru. So that's something where you would have to make the call. For now, I'm going to go with Vortex. And then we're going to banish Pisty here to special summon our Red-Eyes Darkness. You could banish either one, but I like to make sure this zone ends up open in some way. Because we're going to end up moving over here. So that's why I banish Pisty. It really doesn't matter. Then I'm going to activate Darkness Metal to bring back, and this is a decision that you can make, but you'll see why I do this here in a moment. I'm going to bring back Black Metal Dragon, use it again for another search. So then we're going to link off Agropane and Black Metal here. We're going to make Heavenly Spheres. Okay. So there's Heavenly Spheres, and Black Metal will trigger again to bring us our Malefic Red-Eyes. I bet when you watched the profile, you were like, what? Why? This is why. It becomes an extender because we have a searchable field spell. So even if you don't use Ravine for its actual effect, it's there. You know what I mean? So there you go. So now I'm going to activate Ravine, and then I'm going to banish from the deck, well, not just anything. No. I didn't mean to do that. I clicked the wrong thing. So to special summon Malefic Red-Eyes, you have to banish a Vanilla Red-Eyes. So you'll do that, and then boom, here it comes. And now you've got further plays. So what we are going to do is actually activate Guard Dragon's effect. We're going to banish it to bring out Red-Eyes Black Flare. And then we're going to overlay right here into, you guessed it, black. Nope, I said it again. I keep on saying that because the card is black. Red-Eyes Flare Metal. We'll have to fandangle this. There we go. Right there. And there you go. So now anytime your opponent activates anything, they're losing 500. You've got a negate, and then you've got this set to steal. And then you've got Heavenly Spheres to bounce and then bring out an Amorphous Goliath. So it's a pretty dang good board. Now, this play is not something that happens often, I will admit. And it's not very often that we don't have to use Dragon Ravine. That was really weird. But if this does happen, what I would have probably done was just link off Malefic Red-Eyes and Guard Dragon LP into this here, into Quad Boral, because then it just sets us up for the next turn. Because then we would link off into Delindrus and then make Boral Guard and then continue to push for further damage and stuff like that. So that's something to keep in mind, because what we could have done was brought back Tracer with Delindrus. I'll explain that combo later on. But yeah, there was a lot more you could have done had you not gotten this, but this is a great way to end, guys. So you're ready. And if you do suspect that your opponent is using Dark Ruler no more, you, of course, can just not bring this out and just bring out Hot Red instead. But it's pretty dang impressive. You have this ready to steal, this ready to negate anything, this ready to bounce, and this burning for damage. And then an Amorphage waiting to be summoned by this guy. So it's a pretty dang impressive deck, guys. And the ability to make a board like this is fairly consistent with what it is. So yeah, we'll do another combo here, and we'll reset the deck. All right, here we go. This could not be slower. I can't believe it. And here we are with combo number 2. Once again, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. We'll see how this goes. And somehow we've gotten called by the great. Wow, that's incredibly lucky. But yeah, here we go. We'll activate Dragon Shrine first, and then probably Allured. That way we can ensure that we aren't banishing something that we want. So we'll send Flare again to the grave, Black Flare, and then we'll send Dark Worm again to the grave. Wow, that's very lucky. You don't always open on this, just so you know. I'm not trying to make it sound like you do, but we've gotten very lucky with both of our videos here. And then we'll get our donut, and then we'll use this as our our allure fodder, because we don't want to banish our dragons, not yet. The red eyes wouldn't be a huge deal, but we'll see what we get first. Not bad. Also not bad. Okay. Oh, that's very good, actually. Yeah, we're going to banish this guy. Ain't no need. And then we'll use the vanilla for Dragon Ravine, because we just got combo. Next, we'll normal summon Magna Rokket. And then we'll special summon this guy, because he can do that. And now we've got 2 dragons set up and ready to go. So this will go to grave, and this will go to extra deck face up to bring out Romulus again. Maybe. There we go. And kablamo. Once again, you don't always get to, but I'm just showing you guys, I mean, I guess it appears consistent, and it truly is most of the time. And this will trigger 2, so we get to search another rocket. It doesn't really matter, but I get, ooh, let's see what happens with this. Let's bring this to our hand. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. I usually just go with what happens, you know? So, and that's the beauty of this deck, is it's not super specific. There aren't specific cards every time that you see combo off or that you have to go with. There are some like there's obviously a plan, but I like this deck because it's pretty loose. It can kind of go with what you get and end up with very similar results. So here we are. We've got 2 dragons. And oh, I definitely forgot to search Dragon Ravine. That would have not flown in a tournament, but because I'm trying to show you the combos, let me go ahead and grab that. So Romulus would obviously search Dragon Ravine. So you could chain block a little bit with that. If you don't really care about getting the rocket, do chain 1, chain 2, and then you're good to go. And they can't stop Romulus. So that's pretty nice. Unless it's effect veilered, of course, then they can do it anyway, but that's just kind of, if you're going to get effect veilered, you get effect veilered. Next, we'll send this to the grave for our LP. And then we'll send Magna Rokket to grave for Pisty. Now this would be a decision moment. So what happens with Romulus is, if you special summon a monster from the extra deck to a zone it points to, you have the opportunity to special summon a card from your hand, a dragon monster. But its effects are negated for this turn, and it cannot be used as link material. So what I'm thinking is, for a potential Red-Eyes Flare play, to go with bringing out Red-Eyes, like just a vanilla Red-Eyes, and see what happens there. So we'll special summon that to defense right over here, because we rarely care about this zone, and we'll just see what happens. Sometimes you can use Silver Rokket, because you don't care if it's viable for this turn. You could have brought this out, ended on your Boral Guard, and then banished something from your opponent's extra deck. But if I look ahead into the experience that I've had with this deck, I don't see that being something that we would just blindly do. You would want to do the Silver Rokket play if you know that you can cripple your opponent by banishing a card from their extra deck, because most decks are running several copies of what they need. So that's just something where you'd have to make that judgment call. I think for just as a general plan, this is the better move. All right, now we'll activate Dragon Ravine, and then we'll go ahead and send some things to the grave here. We'll go ahead and discard that to send. We don't really need Destrudo. We're not really making a Dawn Dragster or anything like that, so I think we'll go ahead and send our little Guard Dragon guy again. Such a good card. And then we'll continue with our Guard Dragon plays. So LP's going to search for black metal again. Kablam. There he be. We're going to link off into Triple Burst. Could really use anything that points down, by the way. I just think Triple Burst is a great option, because it's not the worst thing that you end on if you get stopped. And then Black Metal Dragon will search out our Red-Eyes Darkness. Metal. I don't feel like saying the whole name. Then we've got Pisty, going to bring him back. You're getting the idea probably by now, so I'm saying less things. So we're bringing back this. Now we're going to link off into Agripane. No, don't banish. All right. And there he is. And we're going to get that search again for our Red-Eyes Fang with Chain. Boom. And then Agripane's going to activate. And at this point, since we did this one the last time, we'll bring out Hot Red. And after we bring out Hot Red, we'll do what we did with Pisty the last time. We'll banish that to special summon Darkness. Activate Darkness to bring back our Black Metal. And then we will link off Black Metal again with Agripane again into Heavenly Spheres. Alright, and then Black Metal is going to search one last time for our Malefic Red-Eyes. Or if you just really like having a vanilla in hand, you can do that. Don't though. It was a joke. Don't do it. Okay. Then we've got Malefic Red-Eyes, and here you can make a couple decisions, but because we've got our zones filled, we can't use, what's it called? World Chalice Guard Dragon. So what we're going to do is just special summon our Malefic guy here. And then, obviously, we have to banish our vanilla. So we'll banish that. Because we've got a field spell, we're all safe. And then we're going to overlay into Red-Eyes Flare Metal. Is that right? Yeah. Overlay and attack. Oh, I didn't realize that. See, I'm learning something every time. Then we're going to go ahead and set our Red-Eyes Fang with Chain, and we are good to go. Where you've got a negate, steal, a bounce, and then an Amorphous Goliath on the field once again. So as I mentioned, you've got a lot of things you can do. You can end on a lot of different things. And I kid you not, I don't know how this has happened both combo videos, but you don't always have this ability. But I mean, there you go. It's definitely something that you can do to where you continue to burn your opponent. But if you couldn't have done it with the Malefic play, you could have used World Chalice Guard Dragon and then brought this back and so on. So as I mentioned, guys, it's a combo deck, but there's lots of different combos you can do depending on what you're up against. I'm sad that we didn't see any of our fusion parts, because then you have the ability to bring out Borreload Furious, which is a great disruption, or First of the Dragons, which is just tough for your opponent to get past. It's obviously vulnerable to spells and traps, but yeah. So it's really up to you what you go into, but you've got a lot of good options. You've got a solid 3 disruptions minimum. If you draw Necro Fusion or Dragon's Mirror, you'd have to play around with zonage here, so you'd probably link these 2 off into something else. And then, or even not go into your Flare Metal, link those cards off into something else to open up a zone for Borreload Furious, just because a pop is a little bit more disruptive than just consistently burning your opponent depending on the situation. So, and here we are with our third and final combo for this video. I cut myself off mid-speech in the last combo just because I was rambling a little bit and didn't need to. And I want to show you guys one last combo with Necro Fusion, which we just so happened to draw. I've not been orchestrating trying to get this, but I am happy that we'll hopefully get to show off what this guy can do. Depending on how this goes. Again, I never really know how these things are going to go because this is random, and I've just done one combo video after the other and spliced them together. So you also have to take my word for that. I'm trying to make it go a little faster, but yeah, we'll see here. You know what I mean. We'll see what happens here. I really don't know. We're going to try, I guess, to... this is a tough start because this isn't really an ideal hand. We might be able to get away with something here. We'll discard Destrudo. Where's to graveyard? There it is. To bring out our... I don't know what the better call is here. World Chalice Guard Dragon's really only good if we've got something already there. So we might go ahead and get our Black Flare. I think that's going to be, or not Black Flare, our Black Metal Dragon out. I think that's going to be the better option. of the two in this scenario. And then we'll go ahead and bring it out. We'll go ahead and, because we have no other choice, we're going to have to normal summon our Dark Worm here and then activate its effect to search our donut. I believe we still can. Let me make sure the ruling on that. Normal or special summoned? Yeah, we're good. Just want to make sure because I know he has a clause about having no monsters, but that's only for his special summon effect. I just want to make sure I'm correct on that. I don't want to show you an illegal combo. So that's coming to hand. We're good there. And then we'll go ahead and activate Destrudo. And we'll special summon that. And we're going to have to pay half our life points. So this is not ideal, but that's a good thing. I think you should see what you do when you don't have your ideal Dragon Shrine opening. So here we are with something. That's just kind of the way it is. For now, let's see here. What is the best thing to link off? I think our best option, yes, okay. So here, you just really got to think these through, guys. This deck does require some thinking. You can't just use any random card. You got to really think of what the best option is. So we want to have something to banish for our white dragon, but we still want to have something that's usable. So what we're going to do is link off these two. So this guy's going to go to the grave, and we're going to bring out Romulus again, because we're somehow managing to not get locked into dark monsters. All right, and then Black Metal Dragon, we'll go Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. We're going to search Dragon Ravine and our Red-Eyes monster of sorts. So we'll get Darkness Metal to hand, and then Dragon Ravine to hand. So we're doing some things. We're all right. Then we're going to banish Black Metal to special summon our white dragon. Okay, now we've got 2 dragons on board, and we can go through with our guard dragons. So this is going to go to grave for Pisty. Sorry if you hear my dog drinking water. That's how he rolls, I guess. He likes to make noise when I make videos. Then we're going to link off into Pisty, because remember we made Destrudo a level 3 for targeting Darkworm. So here we are. Now this time the order of events has changed a little bit, which I think is good. We got to adapt. So we're going to have to use Pisty first to special summon our Black Metal from the Banished Zone, which is fine. All right, so I think we'll get to use it one less time, but that's well, no, technically we'll have used it the same amount of times. It's just a weird order. So yeah, we're good. So we've got Black Metal, and we don't really need Dragon Ravine right now. So to grave and to grave, we'll bring out our triple burst. And kablam, Black Metal will search again for our Red-Eyes Fang with Chain. Nice. All right, now we're going to use LP to special summon something from the deck. Don't really know what, honestly. Sheesh, what's our better option at this point? Something that we don't mind linking off is the thing. You know what? Yeah, let's just special summon this guy. Right? Doesn't really matter. Oof, decisions, guys, decisions. Here is going to be, if you have a better call, make it. But I'm going to say, oh, but that could be full power. Ooh, that's something. No, let's not. You know what? Just for the search ability, we're going to bring out Absolouter. Because with this, there's no utility. We don't have anything to bring back. So better to get something more out of the cards you're bringing back, and this is our better option. So Absolouter is what we're going to bring out, and we're going to link that off into Agripane. And then Absolouter is going to search for any rocket monster, and we're going to get Tracer. So next, we're going to activate Agripane to special summon. In this case, we'll just go with Vortex since we've used our Darkworm. So there's a negate. And then we're going to go ahead and make our Heavenly Spheres first. So let's see. Yeah, there it is. special summon this. We're going to get rid of Agripane and LP to do that. Then we're going to banish our Pisty to special summon our Flare. No, Darkness. Gosh, I keep getting their names wrong. They've got their names are so similar. All right, so then we're going to activate Darkness Metal to special summon our Rokket Tracer. Okay. And boom. Just to see what we can do here. Why not, right? And let's see. Ooh, yes. Oh, that's going to be fun. All right, you know what? We're going to go ahead and just activate our donut and use Tracer and destroy it. So now you've got... I love that that said to extra deck FU. So now you've got 2 negates with this if this lasts, so that's good. But you get a special summon a Rokket, so let's do it. Doesn't really matter. Why not Silver Rokket? I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm just kind of rolling with this. Let's see. Oh, we're 1 short, aren't we? I guess it doesn't really matter from here. So what? Sometimes you can end up doing some cool stuff by getting this play done. So the Silver Rokket play. What I was going to explain, but we're 1 card short, which is fine. We're still going to end on a good board, but what could have happened possibly is we end up making this guy. I don't know why I'm here in the graveyard. We end up making Quad Boral and Delindrus, and then you use Quad Boral to destroy your Delindrus, bring back a couple more Rockets, make your Boral guard, and then target this guy to banish one of your opponent's extra deck monsters. So these 2 together, if you make these, it's a 1 card link 4 in a way by using Quad Boral. Because this just special summons back and then brings back 2 more Rockets for you to use, and then it opens up this play. It turns out that we had just a weird turn of events. It was a weird order. I've never played through this deck in this order, so forgive me if that was kind of annoying, but it kind of is what it is. What we are going to do instead is just go ahead and link these 2 off into the Quad Boral. And I'll explain myself here in a moment. So the reason for that is we're going to open up the door for plays next turn to bring back more Rockets and then just continue to be oppressive to our opponent. Remember, we got to think more than turn 1 here. So then our ending would be to set Red-Eyes Fang, which is our 3rd disruption. So we've got the Fang with Chain Disruption, the Negation with Vortex, the Bounce with an Amorphage next turn, and we're going to set Necro Fusion, which we'll just pretend that we ended our turn and during our opponent's draw phase, you activate Necro Fusion, banish any darks from your... We don't care about the Guard Dragons anymore. We're going to just banish those. And then you get to bring out Furious. And from here, now you've got 4 disruptions. So you're going to pop your opponent. You can pop really any card you want to. But yeah, so it's kind of just whatever. Which actually, you know what? I think I made a mistake. So if you're going to pop a card, I think it would actually be better to use Delindrus. Let me see. Nope, never mind. It doesn't matter. So yeah, it's really just pop whatever you're not using. So you could have just left your Rockets on the field, honestly, if you wanted to. But there's a lot you could have done. I'm not perfect. You get what I'm saying, though. You've got 4 disruptions, lots of options. It's really fun, guys. So we'll just pretend like we activated that. So now you've got a steal, negate, a pop, a bounce with an Amorphage coming. So not too shabby for a rogue deck, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. You can't answer, but I know you're amazed. All right, guys, thanks for watching this. Hopefully these combos helped you figure out what options you at least have in playing the deck, and hopefully learn some moves you can make. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe, and see ya.